popular theme this first quarter of 2010 seems to be hell, because we have it in Bayonetta.
Isn't it always?
Kinda, but we have it in Bayonetta, and we have it in Dante's Inferno, which is coming in February, and we have it in the game we're supposed to talk about today, Darksiders. It's the first game from Vigil Games, and it's produced by Joe Madureira.
Say that again, please.
Madureira.
Joe Mad?
Joe Mad, as he likes to call himself. And it's about, well, it's hell on earth, basically.
It's about, I guess, War, who is one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. It's this insane story about how he mistakenly starts apocalypse on Earth, and everything gets messed up, and he gets blamed. So it's kind of a revenge story. Meaning that as War, you get to kick a lot of ass.
Demonic ass.
Demonic ass.
This is kind of the fun thing about Darksiders, is that the world has already gone to hell.
Yeah.
So you just...
Refreshing.
Very refreshing. Just looking at it, and the way you look at trailers and some of the gameplay that I've had time to sit down with, a lot of it just seems like another God of War clone.
It isn't. It's the Legend of Zelda Hell Edition.
You have to explain that.
Well, the cool thing about Vigil Games already before they released Darksiders is that in every interview they did, they were straight up saying, hey, this is a game inspired by all the games that we love. And we hear that a lot of times, but actually this is. And I mean, from the very start, you will see references, or some would say stolen material, from The Legend of Zelda, you will see from Metroid, you will see from God of War, and actually also later, very weirdly, Portal. You get a portal gun, which is extremely cool. But yeah, this starts out as just you running around slaying demons and doing finishing moves on them, where you slice them in small parts. But within the first half hour, I believe, you get all your powers taken away from you, which is the classic Metroid way to start a game. And you go through the game, find your powers again, defeat monsters, and can go back and unlock new secrets in places that you visited earlier.
So let's just start with the combat. How is it? How does it work? How do you think it feels compared to...
Extremely slow and boring from the start. It seems like they really want to hammer the point home that War gets all his powers taken away from him, because when you first start just beating up small zombies, which is like those kind of enemy, I mean, you have to hammer them again and again and again, and you can pick up cars and throw at their heads and they'll just wander straight through it. So from the start, it seems like Vigil Games has misunderstood something about the fighting system, but it actually seems like a way to portray that he's really weak, because as you power up, as you get better weapons, you really start becoming a cool killing machine. It's very, very combo focused. Not that you have to make everything flow into a combo, but you have to keep War going. You have to know what move to chain to after you've beaten this one enemy. You have to just slide over and start beating the next enemy. You have to learn to switch your weapons mid-combo and stuff like that. And it actually works, but it takes some time. And this is not a game that just wants to tell you that it's a good fighting game.
Then we have, as you said, the exploration and the entire Metroid Prime, Zelda kind of thing.
Yeah.
How has Vigil been able to put down that part of the game? Because what I saw a couple of months ago was just the part you've been talking about so far, just hacking and slashing my way through a lot of it.
Well, it's almost to the point of copying the best puzzles from all the games at the start, because you get what amounts to a very, very deadly boomerang, just like in Zelda, and you have to make it pick up like bombs and hit doors that then smashes apart, and you can continue and stuff like that. But the really cool thing about it is that as the game progresses and you get cooler tools and cooler weapons, the puzzles themselves also start to become way, way, way better. And actually, towards the end of the game, or even towards the middle of the game, you will see some really original puzzles, and you will see some really well thought out puzzles.
But all good things said, what are the less good or actually quite bad parts of Darksiders?
As you know, since I received the game, my one complaint has been the varied quality of level design in the game, which in some dungeons, castles, whatever you want to call them, is just excellent and just makes sense, and you know where to go and everything. But in other parts of the game, it's just horrible. I mean, I was stuck in this one castle where I had completed all the puzzles and everything, and I was stuck for probably an hour and a half just because I didn't know where to go with the last key, and it infuriated me. And what makes it even worse is...
You don't want to see Thomas infuriated.
What makes it even worse is that you actually have a helping guide in the game named The Watcher and voiced by Mark Hamill. Yay. But his advice is like completely useless. Like, yeah, you should probably go and kill the bad demon. Yes, I know that, but where the hell do I find her? Just several times I was just ready to throw my controller down. But the game is better than that, and I mean, all in all, it's much better than that example. But there are some weak points in the game.
So you're satisfied?
Yeah, I am. I would actually have liked to have it include some more story, because what story there is really cool, but it just seems too fractured. There are some weak points, but yeah, I really like the game. Darksiders is without a doubt the best action-adventure game of the year so far, which doesn't really say anything.
Release 8th January.
But it's probably also a game that I'm gonna be recommending at the end of the year, because it's a really solid game, and yeah, everyone who likes this sort of game should just make sure to.